Hello everyone, welcome back to this lovely channel that you find in the internet. Here today, what? Gala! We're today Coffee Talk, and Inomimi and werewolves may share common ancestry, archaeology says. Amplification decrease as the survival trial continues to block foreign entry amidst the unknown livestock bacterial infection. Well, what a heck of a day, eh, mate? Looks like bad weather again tonight. Since when it is not. Let's hope it doesn't bring bad tidings. I didn't check my stories. Let me check my phone. I don't know if I think it's very nice color scheme. Oh, it's Bailey's. Well, I think it's lacking some time. Sometimes? Something? It's too dandy. You think so? Dandy? What would you like then? Red, black, and purple? That wouldn't be the worst. Okay then, why not? But you have to commit to it. No take backs this time. No taxi. Bye. I don't know. Maybe. Let's take a break from the topic. I only have time for a quick drink before I go back to work. And it's not like we're going to decide now anyway. Maybe that's the problem. How are we supposed to plan this wedding? If we keep postponing every choice we need to make. Oof. Wedding talk? Hey Andorea, what do you think? Pale green, lilac, dandelion yellow, or red, black, and purple? I think purple will be not too shabby, but it kind of doesn't have the usual contrast that Lua may have. So let's try something that is not green, because it kind of looks like a heavy poison color. With Lua's, I'm assuming from the color of the skin, you should probably want to try something more differently. I believe red or black will be more suitable, but that's my own personal subjective opinion. But I'm not sure what you're talking about, so let's say etc. Let's say, well, you know what, I'm just gonna let you talk. Bye, don't put Andorea on the spot. No, it's quite alright. It's just that I wouldn't know. This is your wedding, your opinions matter, not mine. What? I know it's a very political answer, but still, don't need to be upset at me. Trouble is, we don't know what our opinions are. And we think we do, we change our mind. It's like the centerpiece. Oh please, can we not talk about that now? I already thought we agreed on the cute cottage core ones. The ones you spotted on the Tomoda shield. I mean, they were your peak in the first place. They were, but they were also too expensive. You have to be realistic. But weddings in general are very expensive. It's a well-known thing, especially when you want to have 200 guests. That's a low blow. I cannot just disinvite my extended family. The keyword is extended. Do you even know half of these people? Probably not. That's not the issue. If I invite one of them, I have to invite them all. It's like a domino effect. Besides, they'll be paying for part of the wedding. I still don't think they should. I can pull my weight. If we have to choose, I'd rather we have a beautiful things you like. Even if it means we have fewer guests. Well, if my family is not chipping in, you might not be able to afford either. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I don't want our wedding to just be a random meal with a bunch of people we are not even that close to. And I say I'll make sure we can afford a dream wedding. Or that trying. I don't want you to. I don't want you to. Saved by the bell. Saved by the bell. That's work. I really cannot linger. I think I'll have that drink now, Andorea. Of course. What can I get you? Something that will keep me awake. I still have work to do and my head hurts. So I guess strong coffee will be good. And with a nice spicy kick, please. Any preference on the spicy kick? Oh, any strong coffee with spicy will do. Ginger? Jingle beans! Here's jingle beans for the lady. Oh, that's novel. Perfect. I can feel myself relaxing already. Really? Wouldn't make you jittery? That much of coffee? What? What? You're weird. You're weird. You're weird. I think it doesn't smell relaxing to me at all. Yeah, I agree with him. You're weird. You are weird. You are weird. I guess we are both weird. Super weird. So weird. That we are. Oh, my lovely weirdo. My perfect misfit. I'm sorry! I just look at us like some sort of weird love quarrel thingy. I don't know. He's so much better. It really is. It is? Have I mentioned I love your smile? Never enough? I gotta barf. Disgusting. I'm going to need something really spicy to watch you do now. I love to serve it to you. I love to serve it to you, right? If Bailey doesn't want to order, that is. Hi, sorry, didn't hear you come in. Yeah, I know. You were too busy doing whatever you were doing. Flirting? Hey, Hyde. Go ahead, get yourself a drink. I can wait. I'll stick here for a while anyway, until Lua probably gets off work. Alright then. Do you hear me, Andorea? Spice is the name of the game. Any preference of the spice or the base? No, just make sure it's got a spicy kick or something, then double it. Double it? Double it? How spicy you want? Zobo! Zobo! What the heck is Zobo? Hibiscus ginger. I felt up for a challenge, so try this. If you don't like hibiscus in this, you never will. Let's see if you cracked the hide code. It was kinda obvious that because we started without ginger, right? Well, this is kinda troublesome, Andorea. You know me a little too well. Ah, so I take it this works for you? These are perfectly executed Zobo. If I ever tasted one. Glad to see you made a good one. Good use of your gingerbread supply. So you knew I couldn't get it right last time? Of course. Forgive an old man his old man jokes. Anyhow, this is the only acceptable way to drink hibiscus. I used to have a friend in Lagos who made me a Zobo like this. Every time I visited, she lived near the harbor. Interesting name, Zobo. Hello, I will like a Zobo. We will sit down and drink it and watch the boats flow by. No fire, yours? Hyde? That sounds so lovely. She was a good friend. She was? She isn't anymore? Well, you got a vampire's last bound friends comes and go. That's sad. We get used to it. Isn't this where you say something about enjoying each moment even more? Oh, grief being the price you pay for love? I'm afraid it's a lot more mundane than that. Some things you forget. And for others, you just get better at moving on. Anyway, speaking of enjoying the moment, your family troublesome have sorted themselves out? Yes, maybe? Still on the marriage track? Yeah, we are. We definitely are. Don't get too bored. Not really. Turns out planning a wedding is, well, suitably entertaining? I will say quite exhausting. That's one way of putting it. Can't wait to be at the marriage stage of it, to be honest. Could you sound any less enthusiastic? Hey! Here you go again. Good to see that some things don't change. And such dramatic backdrop too. You should start serving popcorn, Andorea. Probably. You think the next ones are gonna add waffles? It's more enthusiastic if we didn't find about it every single time. She's very pissed. No, I'm not engaging with this right now. I've got to go to work anyway. Right. I'm going to have a drink. Bye, Andorea. Bye, Hyde. Bye, Lua. See ya. What can I make you, Mr. Baileys? I think something warm, sweet, and comforting, please. A hot chocolate, perhaps? Yes, chocolate with honey milk could work. Chocolate with honey milk. Choco Bee Miracle? They're getting more advanced. There we go, Choco Bee Miracle for you! Perfect. Perfection. Still feels so good, Andorea. It means a lot that you are always looking out for all of us. And on a miserable night like this, it's heartwarming. But of course, you are our valued customers. The few customers that I have. I hope Lua didn't get too soaked. You do care a lot about her. Of course I do. I'm marrying her. Then why all the fighting? You tell me. This wedding is bringing out the worst in us. Since we sorted out the situation with my family. You mean since you cut them off? Yeah, since I stopped talking to their judgmental faces. Lou and I haven't thought about anything. Until now. Every time we try to organize this thing, it's like we become different people. Let me ask you something. Go ahead. What do you want from this wedding? Just to marry her, I believe? How do you mean? It's not complicated, I'm just asking what you want. If you close your eyes and picture today, what do you see? Honestly? I have no clue. I know Lua is there, but that's about it. That's not a bad start in truth, but if you don't have a specific expectations, why don't you just let her do what she wants? What is this? What is this? You make it sound so easy. You want her to have what she wants. That's exactly what I've been trying to achieve. I've been picking up on everything she's liking on Tomodachi. Every wedding picture she's pinning online, all the places she finds cool, all the fashion designers she follows. She deserves to have all that to have a special day. But every time I make a suggestion, she won't hear of it. She says too much, too expensive, too this, too that, Is it too much, too expensive? That's not the point. I don't want her to have a shabby wedding. Just because I'm estranged from my family. I want her to have what she wants, what she deserves. A proper princess wedding. Princess wedding, huh? You're remarkable presumptuous, young man. Mr. Hyde? No, that's alright. I know Hyde helped Lua back in today, and if he got something to say, I want to hear it. Good, because I was going to say it, whether you like it or not! I don't care about your emotion and feelings! I'm gonna tell you what I think! You're sitting here going on about everything Lua should want, as if you could know what's in someone else's heart. Even when you love someone, no, especially when you love someone, you should never presume you know what they need. Lua is the only one who can tell what Lua wants, but that's exactly the problem. When I ask her, she always says she doesn't know. Then give her time to figure it out. It's not going to help if you pressure her. With 1,000 suggestions a minute? If you try to force her into some sort of princess wedding, there's a high chance she may even not want a princess wedding. Just to make you feel good about yourself. But what if we take so long that we reach an age that, well, that's very drastic. We're still not married. If you reach old age and you're still together, married or not, I think that counts as a win. I agree with that. I mean, most people get married then divorced. Isn't that 50%? And since we are talking about taking some time, you should also use that time to figure out what you want. Otherwise, the best you get is a wedding. Based on your skewed idea of what Lua's wedding should be. That sounds pretty sad to me. Well, that wasn't pleasant to hear. At least. But it also wasn't wrong. Give her time and figure out what I want, huh? Sounds so simple. Maybe it is simple. Maybe it should be that simple. Should have thought about that before, I guess. You're not bad at this tough love thing, are you, Hyde? Perhaps I should consider career couples counseling. Maybe. That doesn't sound nearly as much fun as modeling, doesn't it? Modeling gets old after a while. I thought you were having a good time in LA. I was, until I wasn't. I'm moving to Seattle, in fact. I kept my contract with the agency just in case, but there aren't many modeling jobs to be had here. Really? What are you going to do then? Go back to my mafia dwarves. Sorry. Go back to my mafia dwarf buddies, of course. What? I don't even recall anything like that. I know you. Wait, I know you had some friends in mafias, right? You don't remember it? This sentence is so unique. This sentence is like, whoa, chill, mate. I'm waiting. Okay, come on. I'm obviously kidding. I'm just waiting you saying that. Are you? Huh, phew. I wouldn't go back to them. I go back to being chased by that. I remember he has contact like that. Besides, I checked in on them, and everyone I used to find entertaining has retired now. Ah, meanwhile the grandkids manage the whole enterprise. Like some sort of a startup. Are we seriously talking about the mafia right now? I guess we are! That's for me to know. And for you to wonder about. I guess we are. Mr. Hyde likes to play a little. Hey, guilty as charged. I cannot help it. When I see an earnest face, I have to tease it. I'll take that as a compliment. But also, what's wrong with managing things like a startup? That sounds like a pretty efficient approach, right? You young people, impatient in business like you are impatient in love. Efficiency isn't everything. Oh my god, it reminds me this quote that I read was like, wasn't like no, Las Vegas? I don't remember what was Las Vegas. It was like this quote that I heard. Don't remember who said it. I want to say Tim Ferriss, but I'm not sure. Wasn't it something like he actually entered a cab? Like I think it was Las Vegas. I'm not sure. And the cab driver actually said something like he missed the old mafia taking control of the city, because at least the only thing they cared that the money goes in. They didn't care how much or how efficiently it was supposed to be. Now that the corporation take hold of it, they're obsessed with the numbers, so they're obsessed with the percentage of it. Like, you have to do that in 50% or more or less, something like that. And I was like, oh, interesting. It's an interesting perspective, to me at least. I have all the time in the world. I don't care if things are done fast. I want them done right. Maybe you should go into slow fashion, or fine arts. If you paint with oils, that'll take some proper time. Huh. Fine arts were the first thing I got good at a few centuries ago. But my style isn't trendy nowadays. Too much chiaroscuro lightning. And putting blue in skin tones isn't novel anymore. If you are insinuating that you are a Rembrandt, shh. If my mafia buddies find out, I'll be in trouble. It was joking around, Hyde. For all that, you don't sugarcoat your advice. You're a pretty great listener. I hope you also have people who listen to you. My tsundere boy. I'm moving here to be closer to them. What was that? Excuse me? Nothing. I believe your phone is ringing. Oh, it's Lua. She's done with work for today, finally. I'm in a hurry to leave here, Mr. Bailey's? No, not at all. But I'm looking forward to going home. And keep bickering? Sure, why not? No, I don't think so. I had an epiphany just now. Must be something to drink. Oh, probably. Sparkle a little bit. I'm going to leave the topic alone for a little while. Good elf. Enjoy your night then. I think I will. Thanks, Hyde. And thanks, Andorea. Of course. Have a good night, Mr. Baileys. So, Mr. Hyde? What was that about the mafia and modeling and fine arts? Are you generally considering a career change? All I'm considering right now is whether my car got nicked. I know old man Yogi said his area is safe, and it's a bit of a pile of junk. It's a pile of junk with sentimental value. I sense a story about a car. It's a quiet story indeed. I'll make it short, cause it's getting pretty late. I got this car many moons ago, back when Gala was my bodyguard. I've been stuck in Seattle for a while, working day in and day out. At some point decided that I needed a proper break, but you know Gala is a bit of a stickler for the rules. There was no way I could have a night out in the middle of a big job, not on his watch. So you slipped his watch? Aha, you know me well, Andorea. Some friends and we decided to get together. I was to provide a ride, they provide entertainment. I did the usual thing, waited until Gala was sound asleep. Then I left a pile of pillows under the duvet height shape. And I snuck out of the hotel room. What? You're a grown adult. There was only one problem, Gala was my chauffeur as well. He had your car keys, he had my car keys. And I wasn't about to poke the bear wolf, so I went to the nearest dealership and got the cheapest car I could find. I only intended to keep it for the night, you see. I'll spare you the details, but my friends and I were drawn to a lovely spot with a view. For the sort of action which I admit might appear ambiguous from the outside. It was very enjoyable, but to me it was very enjoyable indeed. We were right in the thick of it, when suddenly Gala appeared from nowhere, from the shadows. We hear a tap on the window. Let me guess, that was Gala. The wolf himself. He peers inside, then he starts banging on the door so hard the whole car is shaking. We all just kinda freeze, and then he says, "How dare you kidnap me?" How dare you kidnap Mr. Hyde? I kinda wanna see that scene. That's fucking great. Opens the door and tosses my dates outside. Yeet! Oh, my dates? I kinda wanna believe he was like a group of girls. And he's just yeeting the girls out of the car. I'm on a cliff. I was like it's on a car on a cliff. And just yeeting out of the fucking cliff. Oh my god, that'll be so good. Oh, Mr. Hyde, you're not winding me up, are you? Oh, Andorea, I wish. Oh, sure you wish. Sorry, it still sends me into a fit just to think about it. He, princess, carried me out of the car, if you can believe that. That's a conscientious bodyguard if I ever heard of one. Right, truly earning his uniform. This is so great. That's it. This will be lovely. Even have the chance to explain the situation. At least not until he removed my gag. At least not until... What? What? What you were wearing, Hyde? What are you wearing? What is going on? Were you having a threesome in your old car? What's going on? You were having some weird shit fetish thing. Gala acted like he was angry, but in reality he was mortified. I'll be mortified too. I'm tracking down my client. Fucking find it tied up with fucking gagging his fucking mouth. On a cliff with a view. Oh my god, what the fuck? Gala. It's not as mortifying as my date's woman had to pick out of the grass. Poor Gala. Andorea, I see where your allegiance lies. Yeah, personally I say, poor me. Well, you were the idiot who was having fun. Well, Gala was doing his bloody job. And I saw those lovely friends again after that fiasco. But I couldn't be angry at Gala even then. In fact, I found his chivalry rather charming. He seems to find my antics quite as charming though. Yeah, I'd woken up, hadn't found me, and I was already suspecting the worst. And that was before he discovered me in a strange car in the middle of nowhere, in a compromised position. Wait, I want to imagine you were like naked, wearing a gag. I mean, some sort of weird trees. I mean, oh my god, there's so much. There's too much for my blood. I kind of want to know how compromising was that position, I might say. Wanna explain yourself? I think he was truly terrified on my account. So he stopped talking to me for a few weeks. That doesn't sound unfair. Hey, I suppose it wasn't. He also wouldn't give me my car keys back. I got stuck with this old thing you can see outside. And the worst of it is you cannot believe it. I decided as a grand gesture to chauffeur him around in it. He stopped sulking really quickly after that. I suspect he was a huge fan of my driving. How to make other people drive? Just drive recklessly. Anyhow, I decided to keep the car and for whatever reason. My car collection has had some serious turnover, but this one isn't going anywhere. I must have replaced everything inside it a dozen times over. It's very banged up, but I guess I've grown fond of it by now. We're both in a little stuck-in time, this car, and You're rather more sentimental than I thought, Mr. Hind. Sentimental? That's what you took away from that story? Huh. I suppose you're right. Good thing it's only us here. I can plausibly deny this conversation ever took place. Still, the rain has stopped, and this is my cue to go. Before I lose all my remaining cred. I hope the car is safe and sound. So do I. And Andorea? Yes? Nah, nothing. Have a good night. You too, Mr. Hind. And a safe journey home. Oh, that was an interesting episode. That was very fun. I'm glad they're keeping up with entertaining with the same character. It's always nice to know a little bit more about these unique fellows, and it's been fun. I enjoy this story. Anyway, as usual, I thank you for watching and have a lovely day, a lovely evening, and go lovely bye.